guys, what's up? Patrick Walford here with you at the Montreal Warped Tour stop for MuchMusic.com, and right now I'm joined by one of the biggest bands on the entire Warped Tour. They're playing the main stage this year. They released a record called New Junk Aesthetic in September 2009. Right now I'm here with Jordan Buckley, guitarist of Every Time I Die. Now, starting at the band, as you guys just mixed from southern rock to metal to hardcore music and whatnot, upon starting Every Time I Die with your brother, who were your biggest influences in starting the band? I mean, obviously Snapcase from Buffalo would probably be a pretty big one, but who are some others?
Back when the band started, Coalesce, Converge, just bands that would kind of just destroy venues that they played, and it wasn't even really it wasn't even the music as much as the live aspect of it. I'd go to see bands and I'd just be like, I didn't say I want to sound like that. I'd go watch bands and I'd say I want to do that. I want kids gasping for air, limping away from our set when we're done. I don't know why, but when I was 12 and I saw, even Hatebreed play this little bar in Buffalo, and they just blow the roof off these places, and like I said, I just looked at that and I just said, I want to do that. I want to do that.
Now, talking a bit about your new record, New Junk Aesthetic, it's been out for about 10 months now, and just going into the studio and writing that record and whatnot, how is it different than The Big Dirty?
Specifically, it was different because our drummer was on the way out. His head wasn't in it, so that kind of made it easier, to be honest, because normally he's the one that has these really weird visions of what he wants stuff to sound like or what he wants to happen, and they don't ever make sense, and they kind of suck, and they always just end up taking a long time. So with him not caring, it just kind of let me and Andy come in and just do whatever the hell we wanted, which is kind of why it gets compared to Hot Damn, because it was the same way. After Hot Damn is kind of when our old drummer during the Gutter Phenomenon Big Dirty era, it was you'd have to twist his arm to get him to play stuff, and with Hot Damn and New Junk, he was kind of just do it up for anything. Hot Damn more so because it was a long time ago, and Big Dirty more so because he just didn't really care anymore. He ended up he finished his drums and didn't even stay at the recording studio, and then so, again, it was kind of like a blessing in disguise because it let me and Andy just run wild with the music. So.
And I guess now, having legs in the band, you used to play in Dead and Divine, as well as what a lot of people might not know, and some of the MuchMusic crowd would definitely know Sky Sweet. I mean, you went and toured with them for a little bit, but just having in the band now, and just from a band, just playing shows and whatnot, how much of a difference is it playing with them?
1,000%. It's the exact opposite of our old drummer, and it's amazing. It's amazing. I love him. He's so young and just wide-eyed and just loves just life, and he's so present to what's going on and so in the moment, and it's just fun. It's not a test. It's not it's just fun. The work aspect is there because it's hard work, but it's what it should be again. And we're out here, band's 12 years old, and we're playing with bands that are 1 or 2 years old, and I feel like one of those young bands for some reason. Part of me is we're the veterans, it's our third Warped Tour, but part of me is dude, we got this new guy who just makes it feel like it's our first Warped Tour ever, so it's nice, refreshing.
Now, last fall you guys did a tour with Killswitch Engage and In Flames in Europe and whatnot, and what was it like to, In Flames being from Sweden and whatnot, Killswitch Engage being absolutely gigantic over there? You guys did the European Taste of Chaos run. What was that like for you guys as a band? I know in Germany you guys almost crashed your bus and whatnot, but what was it like as a whole, the entire tour?
I was on that tour, and I was saying that In Flames in Europe is the biggest band we've ever toured with, literally. Hockey arenas full of crowds. It's bigger than Warped Tour, that's bigger than any tour. You can't get bigger than hockey arenas. What's the next step up, You fill a hockey arena, and then you go to another city and you fill another hockey arena, and that's what In Flames does in Europe. So it was interesting. It was fun. It was pretty much the only arena tour we've ever done in all of our touring. So it was cool. wouldn't mind doing something like that in the States. You know, just break it up a little bit.
Yeah, it'd be interesting too, just to see, because I mean, pretty special band Every Time I Die, and you know, you guys are such a diverse band that you're able to tour from everyone to bands like the Cancer Bats, who are more like you guys, to bands like Killswitch, Engage, and In Flames, who are a bit more off the map and a bit more metal.
Yeah, we're in a league of our own. We really are. We're at a point now where we're doing things that I don't think any band has ever done. We sound like no band has ever sounded. I really think it's hard to compare. It makes it difficult because you're like, okay, well, this band did this, so you know, you kind of gauge your projected success. Like, okay, well, this band did good on this tour, and this band did good on this tour, and this band did good in this country, and this band does good with this other band. But with us, it's like, dude, put us out with In Flames, put us out with My Chemical Romance, put us on Warped Tour, put us on Ozfest, headline. You know, we have nothing to compare it to because we're just making our own path, and it's going so well that we're just gonna keep going.
Talking here with Jordan Buckley, he's one of the guitarists of Every Time I Die, and the new wave of bands on Warped Tour and whatnot from you guys, you know, doing it 3 times. Just to see some of these new bands. Who are some bands that you guys are going and seeing every single day?
You know, we're good friends with 4 Years Strong, and I'm a sucker for music like, you know, pop punks kind of stuff like that. So I'll watch them whenever I can. I like Parkway Drive. You know, a lot of people get some special treatment because they're old friends of ours. But so I don't really. There hasn't been a band yet where I've gone and seen them, but without knowing them. You know what I mean? So like, I'll go watch my friends play, and I'll, you know, enjoy myself. But yeah, I'm definitely out and about looking for that band that I'm like, where's that band that I've never heard of and I don't know that is awesome? But, you know, until then, I'll watch 4 Years Strong and Polar Bear Club and Bring Me the Horizon. What else is on this thing? Dillinger Escape Plan, obviously. We've been touring with them for 10 years. So unless it says Every Time I Die on it, it might not be here next year. And I'm only saying that from experience. There's a lot of bands who get on Warped Tour and they get a big crowd and they sell a lot of t-shirts, and then 2 years later you never hear of them ever again. So if you're in one of those bands, then, you know, count your blessings and save your money. But yeah, you know, some bands have it and some bands at the right place at the right time.
Yeah, I absolutely agree. Now, you guys released a DVD. Of all the band DVDs I've seen, definitely by far the funniest and probably one of my favorites. Shit Happens. You guys recently announced this week that you guys going to be doing a series. Exactly how'd that come about?
Well, I guess we're just trying to adapt to current technological advancements, and where the CD is almost completely irrelevant. DVDs are kind of headed that way too. So it was like, well, we could do a sequel. I mean, so we just kind of wanted to do something new that hasn't been done before. So Doug, the guy who does all our DVDs, just had a really good idea for like a TV show kind of thing. But you know, getting a show on TV is a lot harder than you think.
Yeah.
I mean, I personally think it belongs on TV. It's funnier than, you know, most of the shit you could see on TV these days. I think it's perfect. It's edited so hilariously. I was crying. I was watching them last week, like in an airport, like crying. I was laughing so hard. So it's great, and it's on the internet. A new episode every week at everytimeidie.net. I know we don't want to call them webisodes because those don't get enough attention. Those don't get nurtured. Like a band will record something for 5 minutes in a recording studio and then put it online and call it a webisode. This is like, I'm talking a theme song, an outro, a narrator, scripted narration. Like it's more than a webisode, but since it's not on TV, it's not a TV show, but it's just its own Shit Happens the series. That's what it is.
Now, tour plans coming up after Warped Tour. What do you guys have in the works? Maybe a new record in 2011, or what are you guys thinking about?
We have a standard new record every 2 years, so I don't think we're gonna stop doing that. And then probably headlining one more big headliner in the fall is the plan for right now. And then write and then record.
Sounds awesome. Really looking forward to that. Thanks a lot for joining me.